Hey, it's Steve with Rake and Profit, and today we're going to be walking you through the step-by-step process of how to start a dropshipping business using Facebook Marketplace. This is going to be the video where we literally walk you through everything that you need to know, explaining what is Facebook Marketplace, who can dropship using Facebook, what are the legalities, how can you start with little to no money, and I'm going to be bringing on my good friend Paul J. Lipsky, who's been dropshipping for over 5 years. He's done over $3 million in his dropshipping business using eBay, Amazon, and now Facebook Marketplace. Every couple of years, there's a new opportunity that comes out, whether it was Kindle publishing or it was starting a YouTube channel or it was affiliate marketing back with ClickBank or Amazon FBA. You know, there's so many different business models that come, but every couple of years, there's something new, there's something fresh that works really, really well. And if you get in at the ground floor, you can really take advantage of it. And right now, it's dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace. You know, I was just talking to my good friend Paul, who I'll put on the screen right here, who's gonna be coming on video with me in a second. And he told me that right now, Facebook Marketplace is one of the best ways to get started with dropshipping. It's so much easier than eBay dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping. There's much less rules, there's much less competition. So today we're gonna dive into everything that you need to know to get started for a complete beginner. So this is gonna be the video for you. So do me a big favor, smash that like button, take out a notepad, get ready to take some notes, and let's get into the video.
Hey Steve, thanks so much for having me back on your channel. I am always super excited to be here, and in particular, I'm really excited for this video here today because I want to show your audience something that I discovered within the past year that I think has completely changed the game, just in terms of how simple it is, especially for beginners. I know a lot of people who watch your channel are beginners or just looking for like a simple side hustle that doesn't require like a ton of work just to get some sort of momentum with it, something that's just very simple to do. And that's why what I'm going to show them today, I think is really going to check off all those boxes. This is something you can do anywhere, as long as you have a laptop and an internet connection. You don't need like a warehouse. You don't need to go out and find products. You can literally do it from your couch, and it's working really, really well for myself and a lot of my students as well. So what I want to talk about today, specifically what it's called, is Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping. So it's how to make money on Facebook, no experience, as a complete beginner. Now, one warning about this is that even though it is pretty simple, if you skip around on this video, if you skip ahead, you will miss some steps, and that can lead to bad results. So just make sure anyone who's watching this that you guys really follow along step by step. I'm going to show you everything, but you do have to follow it all, otherwise you will miss something and then it's not going to work. Now, like I said, this is working for a lot of people. These are some of my students' results right here, just within the past few months. You know, we have Kyle on the bottom left here, $2,300. And just to kind of give you a frame of reference for how this works is when you start getting paid through Facebook on Facebook Marketplace, it's on a rolling basis. So Kyle here, he's supposed to be paid out $2,300, and he's already been paid out a bunch, and he's going to get paid out even more after this. So this is just the next time he gets paid will be $2,300. We also have someone down here on the bottom right. This is Rich doing $3,200 in his next payout. And just kind of give you like a bigger picture of how this is going for people. James here on the top, in the past about month, he's done $11,000 in sales at almost a 50% profit margin. And that's just within a couple of months after joining my program and learning how to do this. So this is absolutely working. This is really hot right now, which is why I want to introduce this to your audience. So like I said, this is called Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping, or dropshipping products onto Facebook Marketplace. Now, if you're not familiar with what dropshipping is, I want to quickly kind of go through this just so we're all on the same page for this. So the way dropshipping works is you have a customer here. Here she is, and she's on her computer shopping online. And she spends $100 purchasing an item from you. You listed a product up for sale, in this case on Facebook Marketplace. Once the item is sold to this woman, then you go ahead and you spend, let's say, $80 of that, just a small fraction of that, and buy it from your supplier. And the supplier is the one who then ships the item directly to your customer. So this means that you don't have to have a warehouse. You don't have to hold all this inventory, because you wait to get paid from the buyer, then you purchase the item, then you purchase the goods. And when you check out, you give the address of the buyer to the supplier, and the supplier ships the item directly to the customer. So you see, you don't have to hold the inventory. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need to invest a lot of money up front in inventory, because you don't buy the product until someone pays you for it. So it's very, very beginner friendly. It's a much lower barrier to entry with dropshipping than it is with a lot of other e-commerce businesses out there. And this is why when I first discovered dropshipping, to me, I'm like, this is a no-brainer. This is exactly what I should be doing, because at that time, I was a complete beginner. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't want to put a lot of risk into what I was doing. Now, the place that we sell our products, there's a lot of different places we can sell them. Of course, we're going to talk about Facebook Marketplace today, but you could also sell the products on eBay, on Amazon, on Shopify, on Mercari, all these different places. But today, we're specifically going to be talking about Facebook Marketplace, and there's a good reason for that. So I'm going to jump over here to Facebook Marketplace now. If you're not familiar with it, then what I would encourage you to do is just go to Facebook and then click on the top where there's the icon for Facebook Marketplace, and you can see Facebook Marketplace right here. You don't need to sign up for a different website. You don't need to pay a fee to use it. You don't need to pay a fee to sell on it. You don't need to pay a fee to list items. So it's a really, really awesome place to start selling as a beginner, because the fees and the barrier to get started with it are just really low. Now, if you're not familiar with Facebook Marketplace, this is what it is, right? It's a place where you can buy and sell pretty much anything. So we have here a jacuzzi hot tub, and we have a piano. We also see things like, what else? A one wheel here, and some car parts, some furniture. So just a huge range and variety of products, toys and games, Pokemon cards, baked goods. So like the full spectrum of different items that are in here. And in the past, when you used to sell items on Facebook Marketplace, it was really more like Craigslist, where people would sell old items they no longer wanted. And then you would go, if you wanted to buy that product, you would then message the person, and then you would meet up in person, and then they would hand you the item, you would hand them cash, and then that's how it worked. But recently, Facebook has changed things and allowed us to start shipping items to our customers. So now when someone buys the item from us, we can get the money sent to us online, so we never have to meet up with them in person, and then we ship the item to them. And that is what has enabled us to start doing this with drop shipping, because we're doing this from anywhere. We're not meeting up with the people. They buy it from us, and then we have our supplier ship the item directly to the customer. Now, again, like I said, what we love about Facebook Marketplace, what really makes it a lot different than other marketplaces out there, is that you don't have to sign up for anything. You already have a Facebook account. There's no fee to start listing items. And there's no fee, or rather the fee when you sell the item is very, very low. Compared to any other marketplace, Facebook Marketplace has the lowest fees anywhere. So it really makes it so that you're going to make more money on Facebook Marketplace than you would on other platforms. Now, a big question now is, okay, we're now going to be dropshipping onto Facebook Marketplace, but the question is, who do we use for our supplier, right? On the bottom right here. Who is it that we're going to buy the items from? And for that, we're going to keep things really, really simple, right? That's like the name of the game today. Keep it as simple as possible and as beginner friendly. And that's why we are just going to be using other retail websites like Amazon.com and Walmart.com, for instance. Which means that as long as you have an Amazon.com account or a Walmart.com account, which is completely free to set up, then you're good to go. What we would do is just come over here and find a product you want to sell. And I'll talk more in a minute about how to find these products. And then literally you just copy everything from here on Amazon and paste it on Facebook Marketplace. So all the photos, the description, the title, all of that. And then mark up the price to cover the Facebook Marketplace fee, which again is really, really low, and even more to make a profit. Now make this simple. we're going to cheat a little bit and use this Chrome extension that actually copies everything for us and pastes it in there for us. So you see how fast that was. This is one of the cool things is that we make these tools just to make our lives even easier. So it brought over the images, the title, marked up the price, brought over the description. Yeah, so pretty cool. But, we're not just going to list up any old products. We want to actually list up products that are actually going to sell. So this does involve some product research. So I want to show you now how I've been finding products to dropship onto Facebook Marketplace that's been working really, really well. Now, there are a bunch of different ways that I do product research. I teach all of them inside my course, but I do want to show you one of the ways that I think is one of the simplest and most beginner-friendly because it is just very analytical. Like you put in data and it spits out data and that tells you exactly what to sell. And the way we're going to do this actually is by going directly on eBay.com, believe it or not. Because what I found is that if people are successfully dropshipping products onto eBay from other retailers like Amazon or Walmart.com, if they're selling well on eBay, then they are probably going to be selling well on Facebook Marketplace as well. And the great thing about eBay is that it actually gives you the data, it actually tells you what items are selling well. So I'm going to come over here on eBay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit because the first thing I want to do is I want to find other people who are drop shipping products from Amazon onto eBay. And I know that there are brands that only Amazon sells. It's an Amazon exclusive brand. So for instance, Stone and Beam is an Amazon exclusive brand, which means anyone selling it on eBay is probably drop shipping it from Amazon onto eBay. So you can see a whole bunch of these different products here. And let's find a drop shipper in here. And what I'm looking for is a drop shipper that has a bunch of feedback. So this is a Stone and Beam flannel sheet, and it's sold by, actually, I don't even care what this product is. Right now, I'm just trying to find the drop shipper. And this person has a bunch of feedback, so I'm going to click on his name and see what else he's selling. Yeah, so he's selling a bunch of products, and he's drop shipping these products from Amazon. So what I can do now is I'm going to start opening up these products, and I'm going to see which items he's selling are actually selling. So right here, this one opens up, and this item is sold one time. It is a jumbo toilet paper roll. So this is an Amazon product that I could then find on Amazon and drop ship it. I want to find something that's doing a little bit better than that. Let's see. All right, so this one, so what I'm looking for here are items that are selling. So this one is sold twice. This is a cleaner. Let's see what else is selling. All right. This is some sort of blood pressure thing, and it's sold 12 times for $13. So all these items are being drop shipped. These are motivational, inspirational cards, right? Sold 7 times. And these are all items that are being drop shipped from Amazon. So as you see, I'm just going through here and seeing which items have sold. Let's see if this one sold. This one has not sold. Let's see. This one has sold once. If it sells once, it's going to sell again. Let's see what's going on with this one. Electric water pump has sold 5 times. So let's take a look at this one. I like this one because it sold 5 times, and it's a decent price as well. The higher the price, you tend to get better money with that. So let's see if we can now find this item on Amazon so we can sell this item ourselves. So I'm just going to copy down the title, and let's search for it on Amazon. And let's look at the images here. These are the images, what it looks like. And I don't even know what this thing is, to be honest. That doesn't matter, because here it is right here for $52. It has Prime, which I like. I always drop ship all my products from Amazon Prime. So this is our product right here. This item is selling well on eBay. It's from Amazon. So this is an item we're going to sell ourselves. So that's kind of the process that we go through. As you see, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it really is that simple. Just search for one of those Amazon exclusive brands here on eBay. find someone selling those products and then go through their listings, open them up one by one, and see if those items are selling. So a little bit of a cheat here that I was doing is when you're on the seller's items page, so this is the seller, all their items, it will sometimes give you a little hint here. Anytime you see this stuff in red that says only one left, or what else does it say? It will say sold a certain number of times. That means that that is one of their more popular items. So that, or this one even says 12 sold right here. This one says 7 sold right here. That is what you're looking for. Now, sometimes you'll need to open them up anyway. Sometimes they sell anyway, but it just doesn't say it here. So just keep that in mind. But that's a little bit of a trick to kind of speed things up. But look, we found this one product right here. This is a winning product. This is one that I'm going to dropship onto Facebook Marketplace. Now, we're going to do this really, really simple. We're not going to order this product and take new photos and write a new description ourselves. We're literally just going to use the stock images, stock description directly here from Amazon just to make this as simple and beginner friendly as possible. So we're going to use the Chrome extension for this that will allow us to quickly list it. And there it is, pulling in the images, the description. It's marked up the price. And what we can now do is we're going to build a new title for this. And the reason for that is because this title that Amazon gives us isn't the best. We want to fill this with a better title. And the best way to do titles for Facebook Marketplace is by using keywords. Keywords are the words that people are going to be searching for when they're looking for this product and looking to find it on Facebook Marketplace. So if someone's looking for this, what is it that they are going to be searching for? And whatever the word is that they are going to be searching for, that is what we want to put into our title. So in this case, what is this thing? I don't even know, to be honest. This is not something I've never even seen in real life. And that's kind of the funny thing about dropshipping. You're going to dropship a lot of products and you won't even know what they are. And that's fine with dropshipping. You don't have to be an expert on the product. All that you have to be an expert in is finding the right products and listing them up for sale on Facebook Marketplace, which, as you saw, is really not that hard. So what is this thing? This is a DC 12 volt portable low suction electric water transfer removal utility pump with suction hose kit. Wow. Okay, this one might be a little bit more difficult because it is such a nuanced tool. But let's try our best to kind of rearrange this title to make it just a little bit better. So at its core, what is this thing? Well, this thing is a water pump, right? So what I like to do is I like to have the first few words really describe what the item is. So we're going to do electric water pump. All right. And what else can we say about this? What other words here do I want to keep? Suction hose kit. I think we want DC 12 volt, 330 gallons per hour. DC 12 volt, 330 gallons per hour. Okay. Now, a lot of times the brand name will be in the title. And generally, I don't include the brand name in the title that I put on Facebook Marketplace because it doesn't matter. You know, a lot of these products, like this brand name for this, who cares, right? Who's ever heard of this brand? Or if I was selling up this one, whatever brand made this, I don't care what the brand is. The people just care what the product is. In this case, though, when it's a very specific tool like this that people might need to put in, I think in this case I would actually include the brand name because that might actually be something that people are searching for. Okay, so I'll put that in there. You know, someone might have this already and it breaks and then they want to get the exact same one again. So that's why I would put it in there. What else is this? So I also like to look at the description here to see what it is. It includes a 6-foot hose water suction strainer. So maybe I'll put in the word water suction strainer in there as well. Again, this one is a little bit more difficult because I'm not entirely sure what this is. And this is like really outside my kind of expertise. Works great for draining water heaters, water beds, washing machines, or fulfilling radiant heating systems. All right, so that might be helpful. Let's see what's in the description down here. For flooded basements. All right, so let's try that. Let's try flooded basements, because I feel like it says flooded basements, people might search for it. And then the other thing I like to look at are the reviews and see what people mention a lot in the reviews, because all this jargon up here is very technical sounding. A lot of times in the review section, you'll get language that is much easier to understand, right? And that people will actually be searching for. This pump has worked excellent for our needs, not noisy. For a travel trailer, we intended to use this pump on a water tank. We've been using it for a lot of purposes. Powerful, added one step. Gets the job done on a trailer to a tank. Freshwater RV tank. So these are my words I might want to throw in there. Maybe like flooded basement, RV tank, and things like that. And I want to try to max this out as much as possible. But I think that's pretty good. Electric water pump, DC 12 volt, 330 gallons per hour. Water suction, strainer, flooded basement RV tank. So I think that's pretty good. And I think that's full of the keywords that I'm looking for. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here is you can see you could rearrange these images so that you can choose which one will be the main image. And what I like to do is I like to make the main image the one that really broadcasts or really demonstrates what the product is the best. And I think in this case, this one, let's see, I think this one does the best job at that, right? It shows what all the parts are, but sometimes the main image that they choose is not the best image. You might have to find one that really demonstrates what the product is, because if someone else is listing this up, most people are lazy. They're just going to use the default main image. If you choose a better image, that will make your listing stand out. That and the title are really key. So great. We have a good photo. We have a good title. Our price is automatically marked up. Now we have to choose the category. So let's choose maybe, let's see if they have water pump. Let's see. What did I put? What category would this go into? Tools and home improvement. Plumbing and fixtures, maybe? No, I'm not seeing that in there. Let's go back. Let's try tools, power tools, or maybe other tools. Yeah, there we go. The condition, we always do new, because all the products we're going to dropship are new. The brand, I generally ignore. And then the description will automatically copy into here. I just quickly make sure it makes sense. There's nothing here I don't want in there. And then you can just finish. I hide this from my friends so that my friends won't be able to see it. And then click next and just continue through to finish the listing process. What's going to happen next is either one of two things. First, hopefully someone just buys the product right from you at the exact price that you listed it for. And that's usually what happens. Once that money comes into your account, then you can go ahead and buy the item from your supplier's website. But during the checkout process, instead of entering your shipping address, you're going to enter in the shipping address that was supplied on Facebook by the customer, and then the supplier is going to ship the item directly to the customer. Now, the other thing that can happen is that customers will start to send you messages. And they'll start to ask, hey, is this still available? Can you negotiate on the price? And you can go ahead and do that, kind of haggle with them on the price a little bit. We mark up our items enough so that there is room for us to haggle a little bit, so the customer thinks they're getting a deal, they are getting a deal, and you're still gonna make a profit on top of that. Now, a lot of people are afraid of this part. They don't really like dealing with customers. But I gotta say, in dealing with customers on so many different platforms, eBay, Amazon, and Facebook Marketplace, the customers on Facebook Marketplace are just the best. They are awesome customers. They're very forgiving. They're very willing to work with you. I've had problems in the past on every platform that I've sold on, and the customers on Facebook Marketplace are just the nicest and the most accommodating out of any marketplace I've ever sold on. So don't be afraid of this part. Actually enjoy it. I actually think it's fun interacting with them and doing this kind of negotiation. Then hopefully you can lock in the sale and buy it from your supplier, who will then ship the item directly to the customer. So you can see how just beginner friendly this is, right? You're not dealing with a lot of the more angrier customers you'll see on other platforms. We're using a dropshipping model, which means that you don't have to buy a ton of inventory up front. You don't even have to deal with the logistics of shipping and shipping labels and boxes and all that sort of stuff, because the supplier is handling all that for you. Even returns are handled by the supplier because the item goes directly back to the supplier from the customer. And just the risk is so much lower because you're not buying all that inventory up front. So that's why I really love teaching this model. I just think it's so beginner friendly, such a no-brainer if you're looking to get started with e-commerce, and one of the most simplest ways out there. Now, I know we weren't able to cover everything in this video. I know there's probably still a ton of questions, although I did cover a lot here. So if you want, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be hosting a free video series very soon that I want you guys to check out completely for free if you use Steve's link. So Steve, maybe you can put that link in the description for them underneath this video. And if they sign up with that link, they can get the free video series, and they'll actually also get a free ebook I put together instantly all about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. So in this series, I'll cover everything I covered in this video, but I'll go slower, I'll go much more in depth, and I'll show more examples, and I'll really show how Facebook Marketplace dropshipping works, why it works, and how it's transforming the lives of a lot of my students who are doing really well with it and seeing a ton of success with it. So if you're interested in checking out that series and how you could get started with Facebook Marketplace dropshipping yourself, then definitely click that link, definitely sign up. It's completely free, our gift to you, so you might as well check it out.